Yo, being a lazy stoner is hard work. Yo, so I was gonna purvey this information the last time Tom and I were talking, but there's just so much going on all the time. You just can't cover everything. But this one in particular, I should have just entitled this one "Idaho, fuck you." But that there's so much going on in fucking Idaho, man. Check this out. So let me add that to the screen. Oh, and by the way, I learned how to make the screen bigger, so now you guys don't have to Google shit if you want to see it. So I saw this one a couple days ago. Idaho Senate committee delays vote to measure ban. So that's what I was talk about. Like, why is Idaho even uh, pondering this? But then today, constitutional amendment to prevent Idaho advances. So as we all know, the process is not speedy. So there's still time. There's still time for Idahoans. What up, KFC? Uh, Thank you for joining me and anybody else who I didn't say hi to. But so there's this constitutional amendments going through, blazed. Uh, and in the process, it's just part. This is just part of the process, so it's not confirmed. It's not 100%. But why? Why are Idahoans so mad at marijuana? Right? Why? And I got a good idea. I got a video to go over with you guys, which I totally forgot about as I was getting materials for this. And there's a lot of materials for Idaho. So I should have just made this one video for Idaho, but we'll go through this and I hope it's entertaining and painless for you guys. So Idaho drug policy or whoever the fuck these guys are, they came out with this video 2 years ago. And I really we're gonna go through this, guys. And pucker your butts. Yeah, racism definitely, or even the Mormons, right? They're this is why Idaho hates cannabis, right? Like ignorance, though, pure ignorance. And the Mormon population is very strong in Idaho. I've been through Idaho, beautiful country, as you can see. Good people, actually. It's just the ones in charge of the assholes. So let's go through this. Hey, Ellen, nice you join us. Okay, guys, I just warn you, this be a trigger. Once they start talking like, it's beautiful. America. Little white kids. Feel like it should be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Shooting out missiles. America. It's a great intro, though. Ooh. I'll lower this shit down. Sorry, guys. That gets a little on the nerves. Beautiful country. Fucking love Idaho. Boys is cool. Great pizza, good beer. But then you got the people in charge. God, look at that, right? Like, this is all these people are jerking off going, I love Idaho. This is the best freaking place. Then the propaganda kicks in. So just bear with this bullshit be real stuff. I mean, this is just good tourism video. And then the music wasn't so dramatic. Like, Jesus, what the fuck's happening? Okay, transition time. Okay, now you're hearing what you're hearing right now is a song by a friend of mine, Timmy. And so I need to get into Timmy's story for you guys, just so you can have perspective of how much of an asshole these guys are that made this video, uh, uh, a propaganda video essentially. So here's Timmy. Timmy was born like literally with his guts outside of his body. Oops, wrong video. I hope that doesn't get demonetized or the first fucking lyrics or whatever. Let me see if I can go back one time. There we go. All right. So Timmy was born without a stomach, his guts out of his stomach, his arms are slightly. He was born handy capable, but the man is more capable than most people I know. And so he's a rapper, a speaker, and this is him right here. and I just want to show you guys who this guy, which they take out of context. They just totally take everything out of context. So let's get back to the shitty propaganda I can make fun of. Oh, push play, motherfucker. Oh. Dustin says you can't hear anything. Can anybody else hear anything? Am I taking a shit on this audio here? You let me know. I'm gonna push play one more time. Amy, is that a nope? You can't hear either? Man. Oh, you hear me, but do you hear the music, the video I'm playing, and the shitty propaganda? No audio. All right. Give me a second, folks. Let me stop sharing the screen and see if I can make it right. Because it's so fucked up, this propaganda, what they did. And they took his audio, I believe. They make it sound... All right, one more time, folks. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, but no video. Yeah. Let's try this again. Do you guys hear that now? If not, I'll work around it. Are we still no audio with the video?
Are you guys having a good time?
Okay.
Are you still alive out there since it's post 420?
So let me just break down what's going on since you guys can't hear this shit. It's unfortunate too. So they took his voice, his song about it has sound now. Sweet, thank God. So let me just go back and just listen to the words and see the imagery they fucking lay out for this guy, this poor guy. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, yay, camping.
The crowded. Now I just want to get high. Pass me the crowded. I just want to get high. Pass me the crowded. Yo, now I just want to get high.
Right, so they're taking the overlay of his audio. Thank you. You get flustered, especially when you got... I'm presently, I got 43 people watching, which is kind of cool. Hey, side note, I do have stage fright, so this is weird that I even fucking do this shit, right? But anyways, let's go back to... So they've taken his audio and they make it sound evil with the images and whatnot and all the fucked up shit, right? Like, we don't... Who gives their baby a joint but an idiot? So let's continue on. So this is all Seattle Hempfest right now. And there's Timmy right now doing his show. Now this is another show that they sliced into it. Another
Are you still
part of
alive
it.
out there since it's post 420? No? Well, good. That means you're high, and we like to hear that. How many?
Right? Like, they just demonize the shit out of this. Thank you, Corey. This is an hour-long video, and I can go through this thing and mock it the whole time. But I just need you guys to be aware that it's on Vimeo if you want to watch it. It's called a state of let me see. It's called Chronic State. So this goddamn hour-long video is edited and tears in false information. You got people giving statements from Colorado talking about how they're like the homeless population has increased. Everything's degenerate. The sky's falling down. This total bullshit, right? This is why I cannot wait till after this video. I'm gonna go buy some weed and call it a day. And every single one of you should have that right to just go to the store and grab some weed with your beer or whatever it is. Hey, if you like his track, you can find him. He goes by Timmy. His name's Timothy Edwards. He goes by -me. Easy to find. And so this is what Idahoans are believing, right? This bullshit propaganda that the sky is falling, people are homeless because of it. It's so outraging, and that would be another thing. That would just piss you off. But let's get to the positive. Let's go into the fight for Idaho. So there's a Facebook page, Idaho Citizen Coalition for Cannabis. right? That's with our friend Sarah Frank and Russ Bellevue, medical Russ Bellevue. If you're I'm eating brownies for dinner. Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. Here we go. I bet they're edible. Sarah Frank, this poor girl, our friend, just to show the oops, I clicked that one by accident. But still funny. Just to show the biasness and hate that's being perpetrated in Idaho. Sarah has no shit on. She's on her fourth Facebook account. I think she's getting flagged constantly from Idahoans who are not happy with her stance on trying to make medical marijuana in Idaho. So if you care about Idaho, if you're in Idaho or a neighbor of, please friend Sarah Frank, one of her many profiles. Go to Idaho Citizens for Canada Coalition for Cannabis. We win when we join forces and get together, right? Like, this is why I'm doing this shit. Why I felt it was important to stay after work and talk to the internet and be like, yo, shit's fucked up in Idaho and somebody needs to do something. That somebody's you. I mean, I'm doing what I can right now. But yeah, that's what it is. So there's Idaho Citizens for Coalition for Cannabis. Contact your legislator. The Idaho website has a find my legislator option, right? Type in your zip code. Find those people who you can email and they're supposed to listen to you. That's another way to help out. All right. I mean, I had to digress there because that video is so fucked up. I mean, if you guys just want to see horrendous propaganda, like, that's modern day reefer madness craziness. And so let's skip to today. Or that video was 2 years. Anyways, another thing I mentioned in the description was 11 people have been indicted for marijuana trafficking investigation, right? This is in October 2020. The reason why I'm pulling this up, besides the fact that it's fucked up that people are getting arrested for marijuana, this is in Washington State. This is a federal case. These guys have been shipping weed to other legal states. Like, I just don't know. Is our weed so good that, because the theory behind prohibition and cost and taxes is like, hey, if you end prohibition, then there'll be no black market, which is true. But as a consumer, it always comes down to quality anyway. So I just find it fucked up that these guys were growing extra in Washington State, got prosecuted or in trouble in Washington State, just for growing pretty much, or without a license, without filling out the fucking proper paperwork. This shouldn't be a semantic. So, and then what's the next topic? Oh, so there's some things that I forgot to include, like this one here in Nevada. This lab is being accused of manipulating microbial and THC test results. This is another reason why when I talked about the NIST study coming up for labs, it's important. Like, if all labs had, if they all measure THC, THCA, CBD, terpenes, and all that stuff, they all do it the same way, then we would all have a better understanding of what we're experiencing. And that's what it comes down to, and these guys would be easier to catch because people doing things the wrong way are pretty much going to fuck up somehow. And then another thing I added, which I forgot to put down, but hey, this is good news. Courts say that there's nothing reasonably suspicious about the odor of marijuana in the state where marijuana is legal. So this is a case that happened in Oregon. Scroll down here. You find this in Tech Dirt. But the Oregon Appeals Court, they flipped the case. Defendant was driving a rental car from Grants Pass, Oregon to Denver, Colorado. He was stopped for a traffic violation while driving on a highway in Lake County. The trooper who stopped him smelled an obvious odor of marijuana upon approaching the car. Dude, I smell like weed right now. Like, honestly, dude, I kept smelling weed. I don't have any weed in my pocket. And I was like, because I smoke a lot in this sweatshirt. And I was like, fuck, I smell. Did I leave a nug in my pocket? Like, what? Why do I smell weed? But I didn't realize I fucking smoke a lot. So anyways, this guy, his case got overturned. Good news. Great news. Fuck yeah. Now here, oh yes. So here's a good one. Another good story, positive. If you guys know who Al Harrington is, I'm not a sports guy. I've never been a sports guy, but he's a basketball star. And I don't know how this happened. I don't know how him and Chuck Schumer got into a conference call, and they talk about legalization on Instagram. So, Schumer's talking about how legalization is going to be a priority for them. But damn right, Bob. Let me see if I can slide this over. So Chuck Schumer talks about how this is going to be a federal goal, and my worry, and something I've wanted to talk about more often, and anyone I want to talk to Tom with is what's the when you can stall a bill in Congress, a filibuster, right? The filibusters. I think that's going to be the motherfucker enemy of the MORE Act right now. Because we're proving that even if you have people on both sides, you got a bunch of greedy motherfuckers in Congress, and everybody's trying to nickel and dime stuff. So if you want to see that conversation, it's on Instagram. And I shout out to Luke on Let's Talk Cannabis, because I saw him talk about this, and I had to find it, and I did, and here it is for you. Now the next one is going to be something disturbing for growers and even consumers. There's a new page person comic strip coming out of Boston area, and he's called the Corporate Cannabis Comic. And check this shit out. So talks about his first day. This is his first comic, and he's like, thanks, happy first day at the marijuana factory. Can you vacuum the spider mites off the plants? Let me give you time to digest that one. Can you vacuum spider mites off the plants? Like for real, this is somebody's real story of something they did. Like, my point of sharing this one along with the arrest. So we talk about regulation making everything better, right? We talk about legalization making everything better. But we don't, as a consumer, how do you know what's better and what's not? You don't know until you experience it. I'm a beer snob now. I like a good IPA. Again, I'm not above free beer, just like I'm not above free weed. But I used to smoke or drink Tecate and Budweiser. That was my beginnings, and now I'm like bougie, goddamn, microbrew. Anyways, so yeah, this comic is going to bring up a lot of light of things in the background that shouldn't be happening when they grow your marijuana. I mean, that's it. It's going to be disturbing to learn the things. Nobody wants to know how the fucking meat's made, right? But anyways, now the one more topic that I had was the Wasp 2 revenue. So here's something to prove to your state. If you're in a prohibition state, of course, big liquor will be your enemy in this situation. So this was in our Washington official. I'll show you back to that page again. It's the Washington State Treasurer on Washington marijuana revenues and health. And so this PDF, if you were to go to this website, you download this PDF, and this is page. God, I don't even know what page it is. I just zoomed it real big when I found it. But look right here. Cannabis pulled in $395 million. Liquor pulled in $229 million. And I could testify that, with my cannabis consumption, it helps me drink less. That's why cannabis makes you healthier. I mean, Dennis Perron, the man behind Prop 215, he accoladed cannabis to his. It helps him stop his alcoholism. So that's a big hoodoo, I think, for anybody to talk about and for talking points. Of course, it's also another big talking point when we be like, well, look, big liquor is going to come after you or trying to stop your state. So be on the lookout. Watch the money. And last but not least, my favorite fucking subject, home grows. So this one article in the Herald Net. Oh, and check this out too. If you go to the top, this is a Everett, Washington newspaper, like your normal, everyday city paper. You notice the top, there's a 20% off online orders if you want to order from Cushman's Cannabis in Linwood. That's fucking awesome, dude. Like, we're in the future where I can get weed ads on a newspaper, but God forbid I link on YouTube or something, and then I get taken down, or embed a video about like, hey, I support this brand and I want you to buy it, please. And why am I the bad guy for promoting something? It's fucking bullshit. But anyways, let's go back to the Homegrow topic. So if people have been following Washington State, you know, I was really excited that it got out of the gaming committee hearing a couple weeks ago. Great stuff. Except for now it's going to another committee. It's going into the finance committee now. Now, talking to one of the guys who helped champion the bill coming through. So one of the cool things about the bill is it did get revised from when my friends initially started the bill to now. It got revised to a maximum of 15 plants instead of 6. It's pretty fucking awesome. And then the other thing was they changed the word marijuana to cannabis, which I thought was just, you know, of course, you know, Washington State's got to be politically correct all the time. I don't know. But there are good possibilities for Homegrow in Washington because there was a Washington State University study that showed that Homegrow will not impact the larger picture for 502 stores and people in the industry. In fact, I think it'll increase the money, the revenue, whatever you want to call it, because people are going to buy clones, people are going to buy seeds, people are going to buy dirt for their plants, and then they're going to realize they suck at growing, and then they're going to go back to the store and buy some more. That's all it is. Miami is a huge indoor grow now. Do you know which one that is, bro? Wayne's World. I like your name too. Dude. Oh wow, that's fucking dope. But yeah, that's what I had to talk about. Does anybody? I'm gonna go through real quick. Man, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Yeah, let's see. Right on. Well, I am going to go buy a bunch of weed and smoke it. And I hope you do too, or can, or will, and have that option one day. And then we'll be back on Sunday. So take care. Fuck Idaho. And at least help them or somebody. All right, guys. Peace.